everyone, and welcome to Walkers in August Yoga. Today's flow is called Restorative Twists. We'll be moving through some postures and really getting into some twists, which should help release toxins and relieve tension. And we'll hold poses for a little bit longer. We'll go a little bit slower. So this is a really nice flow if you're not feeling up for a full workout, but you know that you want to move and release. Knowing that you can always turn it up or down and that this is your own practice. Let's find ourselves seated. You can sit up on a cushion or on a block if you like. Adjusting your weight from side to side. Crossing that opposite ankle in front, giving a little space in between your ankles, maybe shifting them forward. Gently butterflying out the knees. Palms down, downward moving energy. We'll take 5 deep breaths together, nice and slow. Inhale and out. Inhale, filling belly and chest, and releasing out. Inhale, filling your container. Exhale, emptying your container. Inhale, gaining length in the spine. Exhale, rooting down. Last one, filling all the way up. One more sip. And exhale. Releasing all the air out. Beautiful. Resuming your natural breath here. You're welcome to close your eyes if you like. Coming into our intention for today. Maybe there's something that's on your mind or your heart, something you're focusing on. And an intention that I will offer to you is the practice of Dharana, or concentration. Dharana is carrying one thing at a time. Focusing on one thing, single-mindedness. So maybe that would look like knowing what you're doing. I'm doing yoga, I'm cooking, I'm sleeping, and trying to only do that one thing. Focusing on where you are. And always being very generous with yourself. Dharana. When you feel like you have an intention that's sitting with you today, wrapping your mind and your heart around it. Together, let's inhale our arms up to the sky. Exhale, palms into heart center. Thumbs at sternum, each finger touching its opposite. Gentle roll of the shoulders back. Always an invitation to the vibration of Om. Inhale. All the way out, releasing the hands. We'll do some seated stretches. If you like, you can stay up on that pillow or block, or you're welcome to come down onto your mat, shaking it out a bit. Let's start with the neck. Tuck of chin, rounding over of the shoulders. Couple breaths here. You can place your hands on your shin, rounding the shoulders over, tucking the chin, looking down at the ground, maybe at your navel. Soft breath. Then we'll inhale, chest comes forward, gently gaze forward, maybe up. Exhale, rounding over. We'll do some slow seated cat-cows. Inhale, chest to the sky, gaze up. Exhale, rounding over. Let's do 2 more. Inhale, chest comes forward, shoulders back, gaze up. Exhale, rounding over, chin tucked. Last one, inhale, looking up. Exhale, looking down. Let's pause here for a moment with our chin tucked. Letting go of our to-do list. And allowing ourselves ourselves to be only here. Lifting up, finding that neutral spine. We'll look from side to side, waking up the neck. Looking over one shoulder. Big inhale. Exhale, center. Looking over the opposite shoulder. Big inhale, center. We'll repeat this a couple times. You can use your finger if you like to follow the gaze. Noticing how each side feels different. I can look farther over my right shoulder, probably the way I'm built and put together. No need to force it, simply noticing. No need to strain the neck, simply knowing where your range is and allowing your eyes to go a little farther. Gently moving with breath. We'll do one more on each side, gazing over the shoulder. Big inhale, exhale, center. Gazing over the opposite shoulder. Big inhale, center. Nice. Chin to chest again. We'll gently rock ear to shoulder, taking your time. You can start off with small movements, just a couple inches if you like, using your hands on your legs to steady you. Noticing how the back of your neck feels. Let's bring one ear toward the shoulder. You can lean in that direction, even put your hand on the ground to brace you. And inhale the opposite arm up, looking up. Any pain, we back off. Big inhale. Exhale, release. Chin rolls to center. Finding our balance again. Bringing opposite ear to shoulder. Using that hand on the ground to brace you if you like. Inhale, gaze up. Exhale, come center. A couple more breaths here, using your intuition, your awareness of your neck. How far can your neck go without feeling any pinching? Simply checking in here. And then finding that center. Let's do a couple shoulder rolls. 5 or 6, rolling the shoulders back. And then we'll roll the shoulders forward. Nice. Feeling a little warm now. Bringing your hands out in front of you, pointed toward the ground. And we'll move them up and down like we're diving. Inhale, arms up. Gaze can follow. Exhale, arms down. Inhale, arms up. You can steeple the fingers if you like, pointing the fingers up. Exhale, down. Let's do 2 more. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. If you're up and it feels okay, you can roll those shoulder blades behind you, pressing the arms behind your head as if you're about to dive into the water. Keeping your breath, continuing to breathe. Big inhale. Exhale, dive those arms forward. Nice. Bringing prayer hands into chest, and then we'll move the fingers up and down, finding the movement in our wrist, pressing each hand into each other. Nice. One wrist comes forward. Keep a slight bend in the elbow, pulling back on the fingers just a little bit. The opening of the wrist, gentle breath. In yoga, we're rebalancing after being out in the world and moving and sitting, typing and driving. Let's find that other wrist, palm forward, slight bend in the elbow. Yoga allows us to connect our mind and our body, breath and movement, earth and sky. Nice. Let's do some sunburst. So that's opening and closing the hands for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cool. Then we'll make fists and move those fists in both directions. If you feel any pinching, backing off, we don't push through the pain. Simply noticing how our body's feeling today. And knowing that the way you're able to move today might be different tomorrow. Not judging that. Let's bring our hands together in a fist, and we'll move that fist in a system to the right and to the left. Breathing, rooting down. And let's switch the grip, putting the opposite finger on top and moving those fingers. Awesome. We'll do our cactus arms. So that's palms and forearms together, as close as you can get them together. We'll inhale, open into cactus, or almost like a field goal arms. Exhale, close. Inhale, open, chest comes forward, shoulder blades back. Exhale, close. Let's do two more. Inhale, open, spreading the fingers wide. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Bringing your arms behind you, clasping onto your fingers like you're shaking your own hand, if that's accessible. Otherwise, you can hold on to opposite elbow. If you're holding on to your hands, you can roll those shoulders back if it feels okay. Let's inhale the chest up. Exhale, fold forward, chin tucked. And that system of your hands can lift, releasing the spine a little bit. A couple deep breaths here. Big inhale. Exhale, hands come down. We lift up, chin tucked. Nice, and shaking it out. Couple breaths here. Beautiful. Any other little movements you'd like to do before we start our practice? You can grab a sip of water or readjust your clothing if you like. And we're going to come into some figure fours when you're ready. So that will be sitting back on our sit bones. Feet are planted. Hands behind you for balance. Fingertips can be pointing in toward your seat. You can even roll that chest forward, shoulders back. Let's start with the right foot. So left foot is planted and the right foot ankle just above the left knee, creating that figure four shape. And this can be as active or passive as you like. It can be a little bit softer if that's what you need today for your restorative practice. Or you can make it more active by drawing the left foot in, bringing your chest toward your right shin. You should be feeling this in your right leg. Again, no pinching. Simply the awareness of activating the muscles. A couple of deep breaths. Nice. Give yourself a little space and move that left foot away a little bit and gently rock from side to side. As much as you like, it could be an inch. If you want to really increase that rock, allow your hips to spill over so that right foot can touch the floor on one side and the right knee can touch the other side. So any range of motion that's feeling good for you today, allowing your hips to rock from side to side. We're not glued to the mat. Moving with breath, steady, calm focus. Nice. One more on each side. Then finding ourselves in the middle with figure four, we're going to lift our hips. So hands are planted behind us. Gently lift the hips. Again, maybe it's just an inch. Finding your balance, you can lift those hips. And then if it feels okay, you can look behind you. A couple breaths here to find the spot that you need, a full expression, all the while breathing, lifting the hips. Big inhale, soft exhale down, tucking the chin again, a little rock from side to side, and then gently releasing those legs, shaking it out. And we'll repeat on the other side. Right foot plants, left ankle comes into that figure four shape. Finding how active or passive you would like this position today. More active, bringing the chest forward, right foot in close to the hips. couple breaths here. And then we'll start those rocks side to side. You can start off small. What range of motion feels good for you? Almost like we're foam rolling out, using the mat, using your weight to release the hips and glutes. Good for runners. One more on each side. And then we'll find our neutral all fours and we'll lift up, planting the hands down. Pressing down with the right foot, you can lift up a little bit. If you want that full expression, lifting up the hips, gazing back if that feels okay for your neck. Breathing gently. Big inhale, full expression. Exhale, gently lower down, chin tucks. A little rock out and you release. Let's bring our feet in together, knees out to the side, and gently fold over. Finding that diamond or butterfly shape. Coming back to your intention. Reconnecting with what it is you need on the mat today. Not judging or comparing. Big inhale. Exhale, let's tuck our chin. Rise up. And we'll gently move to a tabletop to find cat-cows. Tabletop position, in general, wrists are below shoulders, knees are below hips. We want to keep waking up our wrists. We can move so that fingers are pointing toward the outside of your mat and the wrists are pointing in toward one another, and gently rocking from side to side. You'll notice the farther you go, the more intense the stretch is. Checking in with what you need today. If this is too much on your knees, you can put a soft blanket under the knees. Also, tucking the toes just a little bit relieves pressure from your knees. If you like, you can bring those fingertips so they're pointing toward your knees. Wrists are pointing forward, and we shift the weight forward and back. This is a more intense stretch. So anywhere on that continuum that feels good for you. If you like, palms up, top of your hands toward your mat, and moving the weight forward and back. This can be a nice release. I find that warming up my wrists before yoga makes a really big difference, especially during some of the standing balances or when I go down on my hands for chaturanga. You notice when your wrists are warm. So always paying attention to what your body needs. Let's come into some cat-cows here, finding that neutral tabletop. Inhale the chest forward for cow. Exhale, tuck tail for cat. Let's do two more. Inhale, chest forward, gazing up. Exhale, tuck tail, pressing down with our hands. Inhale, cow, shoulder blades come together. Exhale, cat, shoulder blades separate, opening the spine. Nice. Finding the neutral tabletop, we'll move into a little crescent shape. The right foot comes up and over to the left side. And then gently walking your hands toward the left. We're gazing back at the right foot here. Finding a long opening in the right side body. Big inhale. Exhale, let's walk our hands back to center. Coming back to that tabletop. Shifting the hips forward and backward. And we'll repeat on the other side. The left leg comes up and over to the right side of your mat. And then walking the hands toward the right. Gazing back at your left leg. Left toes there. Finding that long opening in your left side body. Almost like we're a slinky opening up. Exhale, come back to center. Awesome. Let's come into child's pose, allowing the hips to sink back. Arms are forward. Spreading out the fingers if that feels okay. Arms are long. Forehead can come to the mat, or you can place a block, blanket, or pillow beneath you. Let's take some deep breaths in child's pose. If you want to relieve any pressure from your feet or your hips, you can shift your weight forward just a little bit, coming into more of a puppy pose. Gently shifting forward into puppy pose. You'll feel this along your back, a nice opening, getting a good stretch. Big inhale. Exhale, let's lift the chest just a little bit. And we'll thread the needle on both sides. Left hand is placed down on the mat. Inhale, right arm up to the sky, gaze follows. Exhale, the right arm threads that needle coming through to the left side. Right ear can come toward the mat or again on a pillow or blanket. Left arm is up and over if you like, or it can stay on the mat to make you feel balanced. Let's take 5 deep breaths here, releasing tension. Big inhale. Exhale, release through mouth. Pressing the left hand down. Let's inhale that right wing back up to the sky. And exhale down. Shaking it out here. We'll repeat on the other side. Right hand plants. Inhale, left wing open, gaze follows. Exhale, threading the needle, left arm goes through. Left ear can be on the mat or on a pillow. Right hand can be pressed beside you or come up and over. 5 deep breaths, releasing tension. Big inhale. Exhale, plant your right hand. Inhale that left arm open. Exhale, down. Beautiful. We'll come back to our child's pose. Shifting our weight forward. Let's tuck our toes and lift hips, coming into our first down dog of the day. Pedaling out your feet. Hands are pressing forward and down. If you'd like, you can come onto your forearms. You can also drop your knees, coming into that child's pose whenever you need it or want it. From our down dog, let's take a big inhale. Exhale, tiptoeing toward your hands, coming into a forward fold. Bending your knees as much as you need to. Hands can come toward the mat or you can use some blocks. Feeling supported. From here, let's heel toe our feet wider so they come to the outsides of the mat, and we'll do a little twist. Shifting weight toward your right side. Left arm plants, right arm up to the sky. Giving a nice twist. Big inhale. Exhale, coming back to center. Shifting your weight to the left, the right hand plants, left arm up to the sky. Big inhale, exhale, center. Awesome. With those legs wide, let's shift our weight to the right and to the left. Some goodness for the hips. And then we'll heel toe our feet closer together. Inhale, halfway lift, flattening the back. Exhale your crown toward the ground. Let's tuck our chin and rise for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Standing nice and tall, we'll go into that crescent shape that we did earlier from our tabletop. Let's bring the left foot behind the right, left arm up to the sky, creating that nice crescent shape, opening the left side body. Big inhale, exhale, center, shake it out. Right foot behind left foot, right arm up to the sky, the right side body is open. Big inhale, exhale, center. Awesome. We'll come into our sun salutation A. Feet are about hip distance apart. Let's shake out the hands, do a little twisting, smile, letting it all go. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhale, fold forward and down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands and step back. Lowering down, chaturanga, elbows tucked in. Inhale, up dog, lifting the chest. Tuck toes, exhale, down dog. From our down dog, let's bring our feet to the outside of the mat. And we'll walk our hands back, coming into another twist. Left hand toward the right foot. Inhale, right arm up to the sky. Exhale, come back to center. Shifting weight to the left, right hand plants. Inhale, left arm up to the sky. Come back to center. Allowing your hips to come down in a malasana squat, shifting weight from side to side. We'll do another little twist here. Bringing hands into prayer. Right elbow toward the right leg, looking up to the left. You can even open your wings if you like. Big inhale. Exhale, center. Shifting weight to the left side, hands in prayer. You can even open your arms, big inhale, exhale, center. Hands shift forward as you lift the hips, coming into a down dog. Bringing the feet in, you can pedal out, whatever helps release your hips. Let's do a big inhale. Exhale out of the mouth. Inhale, and step forward to hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, crown to the ground. Tuck your chin, we gently rise up. Beautiful, rolling those shoulders back. Coming into a modified sun salutation B. Feet together, heels slightly apart. Let's do an inhale and an exhale to cleanse. Bending the knees, inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands come down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands and step or jump back. Lower down, elbows tucked in. Inhale, up dog. Tuck toes, exhale, down dog. Let's inhale, right leg to the sky. Exhale, right knee into chest, and then we'll plant the right foot behind right hand. Left foot comes down, we'll rise up into our warrior one. Chest forward. We'll do a little twist here. Left arm comes forward, right arm comes back, allowing yourself to lift the back heel. Using your gaze to steady you. Big inhale. Exhale, release, coming back to the warrior one, arms up to the sky. Inhale, exhale, hands come down. Right foot comes back as you lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Tuck toes, exhale, down dog. We'll repeat on the other side. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Exhale, left knee into chest. Shifting weight forward, left foot plants by the left hand. We'll rise up nice and tall, warrior one, chest forward, hips and shoulders to the front. And then finding our twist, right arm comes forward, coming up onto the ball of the back foot, using your gaze to steady you. Big inhale, warrior one. Exhale, hands come down. Left leg comes back as you lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Tuck toes, exhale, down dog. Here for 5 deep breaths. You can lower your knees in child's pose or shake it out. Big inhale. Exhale, step or jump toward your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, crown of your head toward the ground. Tuck your chin, we'll gently rise. Stepping feet together, bend your knees, sitting down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, release, standing tall. Beautiful. Shake it out, grab a sip of water if you like, and then we'll vinyasa, coming into some postures closer to the mat. Inhale, arms up, maybe a slight back bend. Exhale, fold forward and down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step or jump back. Lower down, elbows tucked in. Inhale, up dog, chest forward. Tuck toes, exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Exhale, bringing right foot in between hands. We're in a runner's lunge. You can use your blocks if you like on either side. Shifting the weight forward and back. Beautiful. And then eventually sitting back toward your left foot. Right leg is long. Right toes to the sky. 3 deep breaths. Big inhale. Exhale out of mouth. Let's shift our weight forward. Coming up to that runner's lunge again. Left hand plants. And then inhale, right arm to the sky. Coming into a revolved triangle pose. Using your gaze to find balance, looking at something that's not moving. Big inhale. Exhale, coming back to the runner's lunge. Bending and straightening the leg again. Moving forward and back. Then we'll shift our weight forward, coming into a half split. The left toes can be light on the mat or lifting up the leg as high as you're comfortable. You can even open up those hips and really create a nice high leg, whatever feels good for you today. Big inhale, full expression. Exhale, left knee behind the right knee, finding a little crunch. Let's do 3 of those. Inhale, open. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, open. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, open, full expression. Exhale, left knee behind right, Shiva crunch. And then we'll gently sit down on the mat. Right leg is over the left leg. Getting situated in your hips. This will look a little different for everyone. And from here, we'll find a twist. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist to the right. Right arm behind you, left arm supporting. Gentle gaze over the shoulder like we did at the beginning. Big inhale. Exhale, turning left until your legs unwind. Nice. And coming back to our down dog. pedaling it out, and we'll repeat on the other side. Letting go of any expectations or competition, simply being in your practice. Let's inhale, left leg to the sky. Exhale, planting left foot between hands, coming into a runner's lunge. Again, you can use those blocks if you like, shifting your weight forward and back. And then allowing yourself to sit back toward the right heel, left leg is long, finding a fold. Each breath calms you. Regaining focus. Big inhale. Exhale, release through mouth. Inhale, coming back to that runner's lunge, and we'll come into our revolved triangle. Right hand plants, left arm to the sky. Big inhale, full expression. Exhale, come back to that runner's lunge. We'll shift our weight forward and lift the right toes, getting light in the right toes, coming up to that half split. You can open up the hip, finding that full expression. We'll come into our Shiva crunches. Inhale, open, exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close, right knee behind left knee. 2 more, inhale, open. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, open. Exhale, Shiva crunch and set it down. Left leg is on top of the right leg. Getting settled with the hips. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, twisting to the left. Left arm planted. Right arm allowing you to twist, providing support. Gazing over the left shoulder. Each inhale allowing you to get taller. Each exhale rooting down. Big inhale. Exhale, twist to the right until you get untangled. Awesome. And we'll come into the last down dog of the day. And this down dog, pushing the hands forward, fingers spread wide. Gazing at navel. Nodding your head yes. Nodding your head no. Big inhale. Exhale, release through mouth. We'll come into pigeon pose. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Exhale, right knee into chest. Shifting your weight forward. Allow your right leg to come down. Your shin can be parallel or at an angle to the top of your mat. Left leg is long and behind you. Allowing your hips to settle in here, no rush. Everyone's pigeon looks a little bit different, and one isn't better than the other. If you're not already folded, let's inhale, lift up, lifting the chest up. And then exhale, you can start to fold down as much as you want. We'll be in this pose for about 4 or 5 minutes, so allowing yourself to get comfortable. You might want to place a blanket underneath your right hip. As you fold, making sure you're releasing any tension from your shoulders. And if you create a little pillow for yourself, checking in with your neck, allowing your breath to settle. Energy is moving downward. Very generous with yourself. Simply following the breath. We're about halfway through, so if you were looking in one direction with your neck, make sure to look the other side, finding that counterbalance. Using any pillows, blankets, or props around you to help yourself feel comfortable and grounded. Starting to gently wake yourself up. Taking deeper breaths, opening and closing your jaw. Start to gently come up, using your hands to lift you. And shifting your weight backward and forward. To the right and to the left. We'll gently open our legs. Nice. So we can come into a 90-90 stretch with both feet planted, and we'll rock the knees from side to side. Noticing the deep stretch in our right leg and how that feels, being very gentle with ourselves. Remembering that your hips are a bowl and allowing them to spill from side to side. When you're ready, you can gently move into a down dog, and we'll repeat on the left side. Knowing that both of our sides are different. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, left knee into chest, shifting the weight forward. Planting the left leg down, right leg slides long behind you, toes untucked. Finding the place that feels good for your hips. And again, a pillow, blanket, or block can go underneath that left hip to help you find some stability. Lifting the chest up. If you're not already folded, big inhale. be here for about 4 minutes, so taking your time to fold, using your forearms maybe as a middle stage, any props around you, and sinking into the breath. Letting go of any tension that you're holding in your face or your jaw. And focusing on downward movement. We're about halfway through, so looking the opposite way. If you had your ear down, finding that balance, following the breath. Starting to gently wake yourself up. Yawning, opening the mouth. Exhaling audibly. Swallowing. Removing the tongue from the top of your mouth. Using your hands to prop yourself back up, but no rush. Gazing to the sky. Shifting those hips forward and back, left and right, gently waking them up. And then we'll open up again, turning toward the right. Using your hands for balance if you like, feet on the ground. And allowing your knees to spill from side to side. Hips spilling over. Paying special attention to that left leg as it's been folded. And then gently bringing feet toward the front of your mat. We'll recline here, nice and slow. Feet can be on the mat or long. We'll come into some reclined figure 4, similar to what we were doing at the start of our practice today. First, let's hug in the right knee. You can hug toward the center of your chest on the right side, and then see if you can open up just a little bit, knee coming toward your armpit. So somewhere in the middle there, depending how open you would like your hip to be. Again, the left leg can be long or left foot on the mat, finding your balance. And let's create that figure 4 shape. Now bringing in the left foot, right ankle on the left leg, and we'll rock our hips from side to side. This should feel good after the pigeon. Pointing and flexing the right foot. And then we'll gently hug in that system, reaching behind your left leg and through to that left shin if you like, hugging in that system. Again, it can be a little passive or more active, but making sure that your neck isn't too strained. Chest forward, tuck of chin, hugging in, big squeeze, and release. We'll find our twist here. That top right foot coming toward the ground on the left side. Right hip is off the ground now, looking toward the right. This might feel really good. You can also take finger to toe, so left hand to right toe, or you can use a strap to lengthen that top right leg. If that's working for you, you can also reach right fingers to the left toe and hold on there, gazing to the right. Shoulders and hips are coming toward the mat, but we're definitely off the mat here, getting into our twist. Allowing especially our right hip to be lifted. And settling down wherever you are in this twist. Allowing your head, neck, and shoulders to settle down. And each breath getting deeper. Let's gently come out, first moving our head to look at the sky, releasing our hands, rolling our hips, so our hips are back on the mat, right leg comes to the sky. Hugging in that right knee again, little squeeze, and release down, shaking it out. And we'll repeat on the left side. Let's hug in our left knee. First toward the center on the left side and then opening out toward the armpit. Finding somewhere in the middle that feels good for you. Then coming into our figure 4. Right foot plants. Left ankle on the right knee. Finding a little hip opener here. Rocking hips from side to side. Then reaching through to thread the needle if you like. Reaching for that right thigh and the right calf. Active would be chest forward, chin tucked. Not too tight on the neck. Big inhale. Exhale, release. Lying back down on the mat, we'll come into our twist. That top left foot coming toward the right side, allowing your left hip to lift. Gazing over the left shoulder. If you'd like, you can straighten the top left leg, reaching for it with the right fingers. And if you like, the left fingers can come toward the right toes, gazing over the left shoulder. Again, wherever you are in your twist, sinking down, releasing any tension. You can close your eyes if you like. Couple more breaths here. Big inhale. Exhale, start to unwind. Releasing the hands. Head looks to the sky. Hips back on the mat. Let's inhale the left leg to the sky, pointing and flexing the foot, rolling the ankle. And then it gently comes down. Shaking out the knees. We'll lift up into a gentle bridge, planting hands and feet, lifting the hips. If you like, you can roll the shoulder blades under, clasping hands beneath you, even coming up onto tiptoes if that feels good for your spine, lifting the glutes, making sure you can swallow. Big inhale. Exhale, release down. Let's hug both knees into chest toward the armpits. Then we'll move that into a happy baby, holding onto the feet, inside or outside of the feet or the toes. Shoulder blades can be behind you, chest forward, chin tucked. And you can bend and straighten your legs, rocking from side to side. Coming to the close of our practice today, any other movements that you'd like to do before your rest? When you do settle into your Shavasana, laying long on the mat, make yourself just a little bit more comfortable. You can take out your hair, put on an extra layer of clothing, put a blanket over you. When you're laying long, palms to the sky, shoulder blades rolled back. Gently scanning your body and asking, is there any way I could get just a little bit more comfortable? Letting go of any hold you had over your breath. And simply being. Stay in your rest for 5, 10, or 15 minutes. Closing your eyes if you like. And letting your mind wander. Thoughts become clouds. And your breath is like the rise and fall of the ocean. Continue to stay in your rest. Thank you for your practice today. And if you'd like, you can come into that intention again, one that you chose with the practice of Dharana, D-H-A-R-A-N-A. single-minded focus, carrying only one thing at a time. Namaste.